Hey everyone, it's Alex, and welcome to this Marvel Snap video. We're going to be discussing the Fallen One, the latest Series 5 card to enter the Snap Packs in Marvel Snap. That's going to cost you 6,000 tokens or 5,000 tokens if you're rolling in the Snap Packs. It's a 5/5 that reads, on reveal, set your max energy equal to this card's power. Now, on the Snapchat, both with Cozy and with Dekkster, I've discussed the Fallen One, and I've been a little bit on the low side, primarily because of the existence of, well, Sarah. Sarah is a 5/5, much like the Fallen One, and I think it's just a better card overall. I think the ceiling on the Fallen One might be higher, but the floor is significantly lower, especially when you consider what Sarah can do naturally on turn 5 with no intervention with any other card. It stands on its own and does a thing because it's an ongoing ability. The Fallen One, if played on turn 5, basically does nothing. You need to buff it in some way, right? You need to hit it with the Fastos. You need to hit it with the Nakias, the Okoyes, with the Gwenpools, Galactas. Something has to happen. In particular, I think the best card with this is going to be Surge. Surge making this a 4/6 is phenomenal. That is incredible value. That's what we're talking about. 4/6, the Fallen One absolutely crushes. However, it's not consistent. You're not going to be getting Surge to hit the Fallen One consistently. That's not how things work, right? And so as a result, I found myself generally underwhelmed, especially when you consider you have a Series 3 option in Sarah, which scratches a similar itch. Does the Fallen One really carve out a niche that makes it worth getting? As of today, it certainly doesn't feel that way. But things can change. With the Fallen One, one of the things that I've always mentioned, in particular on the Snapchat, was that this is a design challenge. This is one of those cards that is a deck design challenge, and you have to really nail what the decks are designed for, what they're going to do, and how the Fallen One not only gets buffed by the decks, but also contributes to the end game, the actual finishing play, the turn 6 or 7 play that makes it worthwhile. This is called backwards designs. When you're designing a deck, you think to yourself, okay, how do I actually win the game here? What is the win condition? And then you build the deck to actually accomplish that win condition. When does the Fallen One contribute to the win condition being met? And that's the major question I tried to ask myself in designing the decks. And my decks, which we'll talk about in a moment, I'll show you, ultimately were like, they felt mid. Like, I don't know if it's a design thing. Like, sometimes I cook and sometimes I whiff. Like, those things happen, right? And that's just kind of the nature of the game. But like, we just treaded water rank wise. We treaded water cube rate wise. Like, win rates were mid. Like, everything was just very unimpressive. And ultimately, the Fallen One felt like a card worth cutting in every deck. And the only exceptions was when we hit it with Surge. Like, when it's got Surge, we were like, hell yeah. Getting this thing out as a 4/6 is crazy. But every other situation, it just kind of felt like, well, I don't want to play the Fallen One. I want to play something else, right? Something else is simply better in this given situation. So, right off the rip here, I came away unimpressed with my first impressions. Now, these are only first impressions. And one of the major challenges here is that this is a card that really fixates on its design. Could someone cook something crazy with this that really takes advantage of the additional unrevealed energy? For sure, that's entirely possible. But do you need to FOMO in right now? No, like absolutely not. Like, you do not need to FOMO into the Fallen One, not even close. I came away very unimpressed with this card. Am I hoping someone somewhere cooks something crazy? Yeah, I think that like all cards should have a place in the game. I think that makes the game in the meta more interesting, right? But I came away unimpressed with the Fallen One overall. But you know what? Regardless, I'm going to showcase you some decks. Okay, so coming into this week, I knew I had to craft some interesting stuff, right? We had to cook some interesting decks, and that's what we tried to do here with the Fallen buffs. What we're trying to do is we're trying to work with a couple, buff-based cards that are going to naturally work with the Fallen One. Namely, I think Surge is an absolute requirement if you're going to be playing the Fallen One. Gwenpool and Galacta are good too, specifically Galacta because it guarantees that on turn 5 you're getting at least a 7 energy proc with the Fallen One, and that's solid. You take that because that allows you to do some interesting things on turn 6 with that 2 extra energy, like a Eliath plus Mr. Sinister, who's been getting hit coincidentally by stuff like the Gwenpool, and of course Galacta is going to be there for that play as well. So lots of different options here, and it ultimately worked well in this deck. It felt okay, but this deck is just, it's fun, but like against the end of turn stuff we're seeing right now, I don't know if it trades effectively, right? And the way that you would catch people by surprise is with the Symbiote Spider-Man Galactus play. Like, literally, they're thinking about doing all their end of turn garbage and you blow up the entire board. It was the Galactus that I had the most fun with here, and it wasn't the Fallen One that shined in this deck. In fact, you're going to see the gameplay HUDs, it's the Galactus that shined in this particular shell. So Fallen One seemed ultimately cuttable here. Even though that it is ultimately synergistic with what we're doing, it didn't quite do the job. Going to some other stuff we tried, I wanted to lean again. We still have to buff the card, right? Like, it's definitely a card that wants to get buffed. Again, Surge an absolute requirement. We still have that buff base shell, but what about a Frankie Nova shell alongside Dr. Doom and Red Hulk? Why Red Hulk? Well, specifically because I thought that people were going to be trying the Fallen One, but it seemed like I was one of the only ones playing it. I think we only had like 3 mirror matches with the Fallen One. So everyone's playing other stuff. I don't think there's a lot of excitement for the Fallen One. And as a result, the Red Hulk kind of felt a little sus, so you might even want to replace it here. But ultimately, the deck was okay. Again, another iteration on what we were doing before. Low-key, a star of it was Frankie Nova. We had, I don't know if it's going to make the gameplay highlights, but we did have a game where Frankie Ray Nova hit 40 power. Like, that's crazy. Like, legit 40 power. So, Frankie's doing a good job. But was the Fallen One really doing anything? It didn't really feel necessary. And again, like, are we advancing the game plan? You use the Fallen One, you get the extra energy. It allows you to do something extra alongside Dr. Doom and Red Hulk. And that's notable. Like, sometimes having Mr. Sinister alongside a Dr. Doom, that's huge. Like, all of a sudden you fill the board and Mr. Sinister's gotten pumped, and yeah, it makes a difference. But did it feel worth having like kind of a weak card on turn 5, right? That's the question I try to ask myself. This was by far the most creative deck that I tried to come up with. I'm like, you know what? No, we're going to cook hard. We're going to break the meta. We're going to go Fallen One here, and I know we want to ramp it out to some degree. So what about Wave with a whole bunch of chunks? What about Jubilee and a Lockjaw? I actually really had fun with this deck. Is it a good deck? Like, am I saying take this to Infinite or get to rank 1 with it? No, I don't think so. But if you want to actually try to cook a little bit with the Fallen One and a Lockjaw Jubilee deck and see what you come up with, like, I think this is actually kind of fun. It actually performed decently. It just was a little unrefined. And so if you want to refine it, be my guest. And please let me know how it goes. But again, Fallen One just felt like meh here. Honestly, he felt meh here. Like, I don't know. Maybe Sarah's just simply better. Because again, we're not buffing it that much in this particular deck. Like, so it's like, okay, what are you trying to do? You trying to use it as a ramp card, or are you trying to buff it, then use it, and then you use it for turn 6 and try to make something fun happen? But again, if you're just playing it on turn 5, then like just Sarah on turn 5 is sometimes just better, right? So again, I came away unimpressed, but this deck again doesn't really lean into the Fallen One that much, although it was kind of fun still. And then I got to give a shout out to Dekkster. I think Dekkster is a phenomenal deck builder, and it doesn't surprise me he went to C5. And so we were playing some C5, and I actually like this deck. It's really well crafted. And again, though, on turn 5, like, I'm holding the Fallen One and Sarah. You can't play Surge in this deck, so no 4/6 Fallen One. And I'm like, I'm just going to play Sarah. Like, Sarah's better. Like, I just liked Sarah better. And so if you're going to cope with C5, like, this deck is actually cool. I think the Ancient One is low-key phenomenal in this shell. Tal Mandala, you know, sweeping across the Miss Marvel or sweeping across the Cerebro. And it's cool because you can use the Rhino, get the rock, and turn that rock into either another Cerebro or another Miss Marvel. Like, I love the design of the shell. It's just, it's Cerebro. Like, my first game playing Cerebro, I got Monster Island or whatever, the one that pops the big 10 monster. I'm like, well, I guess I'm cooked now. The next game, it's, you know, Isle of Silence. I'm like, great. And the next game is more cringe. Like, it's, all the locations hate you when you're playing Cerebro, right? So that's basically that. But yeah, those are the decks. If I was going to play any of them right now, I had by far the most fun playing this one. So if you want to give it a shot, you definitely can. All right, so at the end of the day, is it worth FOMOing in for the Fallen One? No, I don't think it is, especially not now. By far, the best results I got with him were alongside Mr. Fantastic and specifically Surge. If it gets surged, it's phenomenal. It's basically a snap condition. It's remarkably powerful as a 4/6. Don't buff it to 4/6, by the way, second dinner. It's too good like that. I think we need the condition to get there. But at the same time, as a 5/5, like, I just don't see it, man. Like, if it's a 5/6 and like it leans less into having to get buffed, at least you're getting something for it, right? As a 5/5, and I know they tested 5/6, it was probably too good as a 5/6. It's just with Sarah, it felt like, I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to play this card again unless it gets buffed or unless someone cooks something absolutely crazy. That's just kind of the way I feel about it right now, which is a great thing because resources are getting scarce. They're releasing way too many damn cards. And so having one or two that you can like skip is not a bad thing. But again, it's interesting how things shape up. Like, things change too. Like when Prodigy released, right? Like, Prodigy felt awful. It was like one of the worst cards they released in the longest time. And then they released Invisible Woman First Steps. And now Prodigy is crushing the meta because of that interaction, right? So are we going to get a card that interacts with the Fallen One, or is someone going to cook a deck that goes absolutely crazy? It's entirely possible. But today, you don't need the Fallen One, so don't FOMO in, okay? Wait till the end of the week. Wait for the decks of the week. It's just not worth it. Save your tokens, okay? Save your tokens on the Fallen One. Don't FOMO in. And at the end of the day, guys, we do have some fun gameplay highlights here. Although I was generally unimpressed, we still got some good clips that are worth watching. Hope you enjoy these gameplay highlights. Oh yeah, viewership in Marvel Snap has drastically decreased, for sure. There's no question, no doubt that it has drastically decreased. Yeah, it's a very, very real feeling. I know that some creators out there are definitely feeling it. I mean, we're all feeling it, let's be honest. Fallen 1, 4, 6. We've done it. We've made the miracle happen. I don't want to just throw Brood out. So I think I'm going to play Frankie Ray onto Mojo World. I don't love this, but I believe it's acceptable. We're going to have to play Fallen 1 here. And then we might have to make some magic happen with the Galacta. Now I could snap here, but we're kind of short on content for Fallen 1. The games have not been going well, but then again, this type of card in particular is very much a deck design challenge. So it's like if the decks that I've developed aren't effective, then it could reflect poorly on the card, and so that's something I gotta kind of be cognizant of. I don't want to just write it off. But at the same time, it has not felt excellent. But this, I mean, turn 4, playing it down as a 6 power, this is kind of what you want. Like, you seek those opportunities. Like, those are the wins you seek, right? You play this here, you drop this here, you play this here. Yeah, this is a snappable turn. I would usually snap here, but I won't for the purpose of content. And then even Dr. Doom is an excellent play. Next up. Oh, damn. Very similar ideas. Into a Fenris! Of all things. 8 extra energy. We do this. We go to 2. Drop this. It's the only way we can really do it. It's fair. There's a chance they win. I like what they've done here. The Doctor Doom play feels kind of natural, especially with Paninotron. I don't know, whatever. That's obviously not Paninotron. Nice little jump up from Frankie Ray. And this might be if we win here, this might be the cleanest of the victories. Oh, wait. Mojo World loses? Okay. Mr. Sister gets wrecked. Surfer. Oh. Bro, actually closer than anticipated on the left side there. But that was actually a cleaner Fallen 1 win. That was actually probably our best win of the night so far. Definitely showcasing what it can do as a 4-6. Like, the surge hit's huge. There's no question about it. But it hasn't been consistent. And it actually did allow us to do that Mr. Sinister and Dr. Doom play. So that play was significantly better because we were able to fill the location with the Mr. Sinister in preparation of that Juggernaut play. So it actually, we won because of the Fallen 1 there. So that's not too bad. First of all, I love this variant of Chavez. You got to enjoy it. You got to love it. Chavez has to go here. Would have been beautiful to pull Galactus there, but... Oh! Penny Arcade Galactus, by the way, gamers. You love to see it. Mr. Sinister, not great there. I don't love it. We have American Chavez again. Let's go. And the Fallen 1 comes out. We just set our energy to 5. Now, I don't want to snap because I actually want to see this game out. So we have 6 energy on this turn. He's gonna bring the shield over. Do we just make him kneel for funsies? I can literally make him kneel right now. It's so stupid. Oh man, it's so dumb. Oh, it's Batroc the Leaper. Oh, the human. Yes, I'm sorry, man. It's not my fault. I'm not well adjusted. I'm sorry. I'll do this. I could still lose though. I need to get my... Okay, wait. That's good. Okay, they're gone. Fallen one, kneel right off the rip here. I'm sorry, broski. I'm sorry I did that to you. It's not fair. It's not right. I agree, but, you know, we had to do it. We had to do it for the content. As we have Surge for turn 2. We could cut Chavez for a Shang-Chi, but if you add Shang-Chi, I think you also should probably consider adding Zabu to this deck. If you're going to go 4 drops, I think Zabu becomes necessary. Cut Chavez, add Zabu. Who else do you go with? It's kind of the question you ask yourself. Massive Symbiote Spider-Man. Massive G-Man. Oh my gosh. They're never going to play on Strange Academy, right? Oh, Goose is cooked. Into the follow-up Elias, too. It's dirty, man. I feel bad. I'm not even playing the Fallen one. I'm just smoking people with Galactus over and over again. Oh, Mr. Sinister's not bad either. We put up more power with other lines, but this is disgusting. I hope I lose. Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry, man. I don't deserve it. I'm actually starting to feel a little dirty, guys. I just want some cards that allow me to do things. That's what I would prefer. It doesn't appear to be happening right now. Will Jonathan MD... Got some Black Knight gameplay. I'm a little sad here. I see the potential for what is Agatha. Agatha might be coming to town to say how do you do. Let's go Luna Snow. I knew it. I respect it, man. Agatha's spicy as hell. You got to take Agatha for a walk sometimes. I can't win. I can't beat this deck. We're not in a position to be able to beat this deck. And this whole situation's cringe. Yeah, we're cooked, man. We can't even G-Man left because unless they play the sword now, okay? There's hope. There's hope. There's like a slim chance we maybe catch them with their pants down. They play, what's his name, BS over here. I was hoping for Ghost Rider right. Fallen One just does not want to come out, eh? We've been playing for almost an hour. We're in trouble. Kitty Pryde actually probably claps our cheeks, to be honest with you. Frankie Ray Nova does love Muir Island, though. There are very few people who like Muir Island as much as Frankie Ray Nova. And we're also not playing a... we're not playing a Nomura decks. We can actually play on Muir Island with the Fastos, I think. Damn. We could even symbiote here. It works with the lowest cost card. Frankie Ray is going to get massive. Absolutely massive. Okay. Do I continue to lean all into Frankie Ray? I think I do. Bro, they're playing Fallen One. I'm trying to play Fallen One. I just don't know where he is. This doesn't work. Has to be Gwenpool. Gwenpool Chavez. Can't be Chavez there. Well, yeah. Chavez, move. Pump. Hit Doomers or the Red Hulk. Okay. Got some Gwenpool gameplay here with Surge. Could move Frankie Ray. So I think what we do here, we move, watch this. We move Frankie Ray. Awesome, awesome video game. This is great. Okay. Come on, man. Why am I just a magnet for bugs? Look, every card except... Is there a reason why Frankie Ray can't move? Honestly, I'm flabbergasted. Flabbergasted at what the... Like, what am I supposed to do? They got the Fallen One out. Let's see how much extra they get out. Is Red Hulk mid enough? Yo, that's a big Galacta, though. Uh-oh. That was close. That was really close. Ironically, the Fallen One's at the bottom of our deck. But they got the Fallen One out, and they were able to do a pretty strong turn, man. Like, with that extra energy, they almost made some magic happen. Muir Island ties, and it's Frankie Ray Nova sitting at a 33 with Symbiote Spider-Man on the left side here. Wow, that's crazy. Legitimately crazy. They threw the New York.